I again came across something which caught my eyes, and I started wondering why there's something called like prestige issue, something called like making a big deal out of someone choosing to wear bathroom slippers on a national television to present a message of comfort. I think it's presenting a message of being more absurd on a show than really presenting a message of comfort. I took a really long pause in saying a simple word like this, and I didn't even come up with a great vocabulary. What a shame. But okay, jokes apart. But this is how it is. You are choosing to wear bathroom slippers or flip flops, or I used to wear flip flops when I was working for Tommy Hilfiger, and because the environment of Tommy's store was like a home. It's a home, and you're wearing those slippers, flip flops, and you're very casual about the whole show. People coming in, and all sorts of people coming in. Not just someone very exclusive and elite, but every kind of person walking in, and there's a comfort zone. The only thing we did not do in Tommy was offering tea and coffee because we did not have so much of time. We were busy in like a household chores kind of a thing, ironing the clothes and cleaning the racks and taking care of the inventory and filling the inventory back. Replenishment is the word. So we've been doing all of that. So we never got that much of time to really entertain someone at that point where you can sit and have a conversation with them. Instantly, when I moved to Jimmy Choo, I've been not wearing flip flops. Throughout, I've been wearing heels, and yet uh, it was a showroom. I won't call it a home. The homely environment that I really had was with my people with whom I was working, because the communication with them and the comfort that I shared with them was something which was different. And there was a certain kind of a culture that we were actually a part of, all of us, a culture that we were enjoying uh, in a balance, in uh, a proper collaboration together. So there was no way where somebody was feeling lesser or somebody was feeling like left out. We were all doing our own freedom of work. We had our own freedom of work, and we were working like that. And something new that we incorporated, since it was a luxury brand, so there was an exclusivity which came up as an excellence in customer service. So when we say excellence in customer service and client handling, then you have certain services which you incorporate, like offering coffee, offering communication, offering space to sit, offering understanding to understand what really a client likes, because it's all interconnected. Especially a shoe brand which is giving a glitter work and all of that bling work, which is more associated with a wedding brand. And we have a lot of wedding designers who are selling wedding clothes, so it sort of complements pretty well. So you get clients who share their stories, they have their wedding stories, they're shopping for their trousseau and this and that, and there's just too much happening. Somebody's purchased Sabya from Sabya Sachi store, not from Emporio, because Sabya Sachi store is not in Emporio. And they're all the way traveling to Emporio just to pair it with Jimmy Choo. So you can understand the kind of a collaboration it is, and a kind of a detailing and communication this business requires, where you need to emotionally, emotionally bond yourself with the buyer and understand their need, where the attachment with the shopping is very critical. It is someone's desire to be a bride, desire to wear your favorite clothes and shoes, and desire to look alike in a certain way. There is a certain planning. And if the planning fails, it's so bad. How many times have you planned something in your life and that planning gets spoiled? Isn't it heartbreaking? Ask me how much I planned and how much my plannings have been ruined, and it's so heartbreaking. I understand that. So someone who understands this can really get into the shoes of understanding that what really uh, choose a shopping means to some people, to people really. It is an attachment. It is a big attachment for with a big day, which really brings a lot of real, genuine, close friends and family together who are part of the occasion. It's not about people you really flaunt a wedding in public with, like a big table for the world to be invited in Priyanka Chopra's wedding. I'm so sorry to say, you know, or someone like Alia Bhatt, who is doing an ordinary wedding but making it so public that every little smile and glee and detail is out, and that ordinary is in the house is showcasing a different image altogether. So it's not about that. It's really about having your private close friends and uh, just making it extremely exclusive, you know ex- inclusive, and understanding this nature. A lot of people do that, even the ones who cannot afford Sabyasachi or cannot afford, and they are not even aware. Most interesting part is that population is not even aware that there's something called like designer work, and they go and buy from random places where they are told that this is a replica of Sabyasachi or this is a replica of Manish Malhotra, and you're getting it on a like good 50-60% off. Literally, people buy it, and it's like a first copy. And now you tell me, how do you say that this is a duplicate work when you're getting the same thing stitched? A designer work is stitched. It's just the difference that it is not coming from a designer store, but it is an identical thing which has used the same fabric, the same sequences, the same gota patti, the same material, and the same designer cut. And they have created it for you, and you're wearing it on your wedding. In the same family, people will point a finger at that bride saying, oh, she's wearing fake Manish Malhotra. Just because she has got something which is identical to the work of Manish Malhotra, but it does not have the signature of Manish Malhotra. So that becomes fake. And what about if she's wearing something which does not even have any name? Like in my friend's wedding, I wore a lehenga, which I got it from Lajpat Nagar. Oh, and I styled it myself. I designed it all myself, the choli and everything, the blouse and the lehenga. And I received a lot of compliments. And since that was a elite wedding, and a lot of people asked me what designer you're wearing, and I just told them that it's my in-house brand, because that time I was also working on my brand Lahaim, which I stopped in the middle. So I said it's my in-house brand. It's not any designer work. So all I'm trying to say is that everything has its own relevance. You don't have to. It is it is good that you have a decent message where you are trying to present something so yeah, it's good that you're trying to present something in a fashion where you feel like you are supporting something which is uh, local and which is normal to the nature and normal to the league and normal to the market, but it should not be absurd. The whole point is, don't make yourself look absurd on a national television wearing a bathroom slipper or a flip flop or a brand like Crocs on a national television. I think that's really stupid. I think that's really stupid, and it's truly not making sense. You might go for some local footwear which look like Woodland. You don't have to really name it, but at least don't do this to yourself. That's my personal advice. Don't do this to yourself on national television, that you choose to wear a flip flop on a formal show where you are a part of some kind of a conversation, and it makes you look absurd. I'm really sorry.